The whisper on the mountain, and the fire had fallen. On Mount Carmel, Elijah had stood alone before hundreds of false prophets. He called upon the name of the Lord, and the heavens answered with fire that consumed the altar, the stones, and even the water in the trench. The people fell on their faces and cried, "The Lord, He is God." Victory filled the air, but so did the scent of rain. For after years of drought, Elijah prayed, and a small cloud appeared over the sea. The storm came, and the earth was refreshed, but not everyone rejoiced. In the palace, Queen Jezebel seethed with rage. When she heard what Elijah had done, she sent a message that chilled the prophet's heart. "By this time tomorrow, I will make your life like one of them." Elijah, the man who had stood before kings and called down fire from heaven, felt fear. He ran. Through the wilderness he fled, past the borders of Judah, until his strength gave way. He came to a lone broom tree in the desert and collapsed beneath it. The sun burned above him, the wind blew dust over his face, and his soul broke under the weight of despair. He whispered, "It is enough, Lord. Take my life. I am no better than those who came before me." Then he fell into a deep sleep. A touch woke him. A gentle hand rested on his shoulder. When he opened his eyes, he saw a messenger of the Lord. Beside him was bread baked over coals and a jar of water. The angel said, "Arise and eat." Elijah ate, drank, and lay down again. He was too tired to hope. But once more the angel returned, touching him softly. "Arise and eat again, for the journey is too much for you." Strength returned to his weary body. He rose and walked for 40 days and nights through barren land until he came to Mount Horeb, the mountain of God. There he found a cave and took shelter. In the darkness, his heart poured out in sorrow. "I have been very zealous for you, Lord, but I am alone. They have torn down your altars and killed your prophets. I am the only one left, and now they seek to take my life." Then the voice of God came to him. "Go out and stand on the mountain before me." Elijah stepped to the edge of the cave. A great wind tore through the mountains, splitting rocks and shaking the ground, but the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind came an earthquake, rumbling through the earth, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. Then came a fire, blazing across the horizon, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. It was not loud, it did not shake the heavens. It was the still voice of the one who created both storm and silence. Elijah covered his face with his cloak and listened. The whisper asked again, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" And Elijah answered as before, but this time his voice trembled with surrender. Then the Lord spoke with tenderness. "Go back the way you came. You are not alone. I have reserved 7,000 in Israel who have not bowed to Baal. I will raise up others to stand beside you." Elijah felt the weight lift from his heart. He was not forgotten. The same God who sent fire also sent whispers. The same hand that judged nations also touched his shoulder in kindness. He rose from the cave, no longer running in fear, but walking in purpose. The desert no longer seemed empty, and the silence no longer felt like abandonment. For in the quiet, he had found God again. Moral of the story: even the strongest can break, but God does not abandon the broken. His voice is not always in the fire or storm, but in the stillness that restores the soul.